When I'm expected to sit through cinematics for more than 2 minutes at the beginning of a game, scratch another off the list. For a game I wish I could substitute for Sonic 2. Call me cranky, but games are meant to be played, not sat through as if it were a flick. Please, if I'm not shooting things or discovering treasure or simply doing anything remotely exciting after about 10 minutes of endless and boring dialogue, just be reassured that I'll be reaching for my receipt and expecting my money back. Such is the case with PRIMAL, a Sony computer entertainment production developed for the PS2. To be honest, by the time I was fighting things, I had already decided to distract myself with Tim and Eric videos, instead of giving a crap where my progress had taken me. You control Jen, a beautiful young female 20-something who is dating the lead singer of an up-and-coming industrial rock group, who you are introduced to in the beginning. For 90s television geeks, Jen's voice is that of Hudson Lake, who played none other than the villainous and beautiful scoundrel Callisto in Xena, Warrior Princess.
Huge freak in the crowd kept staring at me, like some whacked-out psycho.
Well, maybe you never checked out your audience before, but you guys don't exactly share the same fan base as Kenny G.
The dark and demonic forces of the planar realm known as Oblivion are spilling over into Earth, and soon a kind-hearted gargoyle named Scree, voiced by Andreas Katsoulas of Babylon 5 fame, acts as a guide to Jen, bearing a message that the end may soon be near if she does not accept the task of bringing Oblivion back to normal with her newly gained powers. PRIMAL is a perfect example of games trying to harness the power of one of the more convincing elements in the gaming world, the hot chick, and combining it with a supernatural theme. Also incorporated in PRIMAL are the ability to select a path of evil or good, and the ability to transform into 4 demonic forms that reflect the 4 planes of Oblivion to terrorize your opponents. However, after an hour of gameplay, you wouldn't know it, and would probably be reaching for a copy of Tomb Raider to get your good game and hot chick fix, or Castlevania Symphony of the Night for all your supernatural and demonic action. PRIMAL's plot is an idea that works well in theory, but needs to be carried out a certain way. Ridiculously long periods of time where you just wander around a level and then realizing all you need to do to advance through it is to move in a straight line is not the way you carry it out. It felt like forever before I was even allowed to manipulate objects around me with the X button, much less getting involved in combat. The presentation of PRIMAL is probably its greatest strength, with the aforementioned sci-fi and fantasy stars giving life to the characters. But, man, what a snooze fest.
Oh, there's someone in the middle of all that.
As I said, Jen, Kronos.
Jeez, he's looking at me.
It goes to show you how important it is to grip your clientele right from the get-go, because even if your game is deep and full of excitement later on as the action picks up, the everyday player one will never know about it because he was probably too bored to care.